This video is about pure science, not what optometrists want to believe, confuse, or mess up, but about pure science, which is divorced from any optometrist I know of, almost. In pure science, I take a completely normal eye, call it Myopia, put a -3 on it, and in 1 year I'll have a 2-diopter myopic eye. That's science. You talk to an optometrist, he'll run screaming out of the room. Part 2, same eye, put in a cage, very confined, and you'll wind up with a myopic eye. Why is this? Does a minus lens cause the eye to become defective? No, no, no. The normal eye tracks or follows the accommodation system as a dynamic system. I'm talking about proof that the eye is dynamic, not proof about myopia or anything like that. These are hard proofs to come by, but they really indicate that a child's habits create the situation, I mean at 2040, and that at 2040, you could probably work your way back out of it if you reject wearing the minus lens, which is typically a -2, it seems, when you're at 2040, and instead wear a plus for near, which is entirely feasible on a 2040. But I'll repeat again because I don't seem to get it. You have a +2, your Snellen's 25, 2030 to 2040. You get the +2, you push out to about here, and you probably can read at 20 inches through a +2, maybe +2.5. Okay, now the public, the ignorant public, will go screaming out of the room. What? You want me to wear a plus lens when I have 20/20? Are you crazy? Okay, well, you can have pure science that tells you scientific truth, or you can have an optometrist thinking that the whole business of prevention at 2030 is a joke. I will post a video done to the tune of Major Tom, done by Jim Bowie, only this is called Myopia Control to Major Tom. It will give you the general attitude that optometrists have to all prevention at 2030 to 2040. I'll let you be the judge of this. Listen to the song. I'm drawing a line here in science. Now, was a plus study run? It will be denied totally in optometry. They'll think of all kinds of reasons to not deny it. But the plus study showed one critical thing, that the plus used at 2025, 2030, and even 2040 can prevent, and if used for the long term, can keep you out of nearsightedness. Study was done by Francis Young. Here now you have the problem of a person's intelligence and motivation when they're 2040. You cannot tell a child to wear a plus for near when they're 2040. They will not listen to it and they will not do it. But you can force a child to wear a bifocal. Now a child will wear a bifocal very poorly. He'll just put the bifocal on and you have the 2 splits. But you can do this for 5 years. What was the result of wearing a plus for 5 years, given all the limitations you have with the child not wearing the plus properly? The result was the kids wearing the plus at 2040 did not become more myopic, and some got out of it. But these are kids given no instructions about how to use the plus, no interest in wearing the plus, no knowledge of what they were doing or why they were doing it. And that makes all the difference. I made every effort to show a person how he can objectively measure both his Snellen and his refractive state, and the need for your refractive state to be positive for superior vision. What got me going on this was the fact that I had totally lost my vision because of my habits, yes. And then always getting an excessively minus lens for permanent wear. I complained about it. The complaining didn't do any good. Fell on deaf ears. So complaining doesn't work. And singing Myopia Control for Major Tom makes the whole thing something of a joke. And it is a joke in optometry. Apparently your welfare, long-term personal welfare, is something of a joke also, because they're insulting your intelligence in science. Now, what got to me, finally, was Jacob Riffelson. And we're only talking about 2040 and ignorance of the public. And tragically, this rules the roost. What Jacob Riffelson did found he believed in the plus, certainly for many reasons. It's in his autobiography. He had a kid with 20/40 vision. He put the kid in a +1 for full-time wear. Okay? This is legal because he did this with his own children. The result was that the kid's refraction went to a positive value, and the kid then had 20/20 vision. Okay? Now, enter the ignorant parent. With due respect, the parent was a printer, and the printer knew optotypes. He also knew how to set up a Snellen and have the child read it. So after the child got to 20/20, 2 months later, father was away out of town. Father sees the kid wearing a plus lens all the time. So he's curious, he wonders what's going on. He put up a Snellen chart, had the child read the chart with no glasses on, and the kid had very sharp 20/20. At that point, the parent's ignorance kicked in this manner. He saw the kid whose eyes were not defective at that point. He saw the kid wearing glasses. The printer determined that the kid did not need glasses. He did not have to wear a plus lens. And worse, Dr. Riffelson was committing fraud by selling people glasses who did not need glasses. Now, if you want ignorance to drive this situation, that is the ignorance that will always drive this situation into the ground. So, I won't argue about it. Certainly not with parents, and certainly not with optometrists that are singing Myopia Control to Major Tom. It's the ignorance leading the ignorant. So I would look at, I limit myself to people at 20/40 who could still read some letters in the 20/40, entering a 4-year college with 20/40, and do not want to go down by -2 diopters, in addition to the -1 they are at when they're at 20/40. A person of intelligence who wants to qualify as a pilot could learn from this experience. Everyone else will reject wearing the plus at 20/40, entering a 4-year college. Now you tell me who is the intelligent one, who has the science behind them. It's not just science, it's integrating that science into your own life in terms of what you want. I've also posted remarks by the optometrist Antonio Medina. I should write a summary of his paper. Before the kids were nearsighted, when their refractive state was an excellent +1/2 diopter, he had them wearing a plus all the time. Kids did this for 9 years. Kids still have excellent superior distant vision, positive refractive state. And from his paper, even if they didn't wear the plus, they would still probably keep their distance vision through 4 years of college. But all they have to do to keep it is intentionally wear the plus when they are 20/20. And that is intelligence and science, and applied science applied to yourself. Now, I make no claims to be able to undo or reverse a minus lens. I just won't do it. If you're very light in the minus, and you put up a chart, and you're close to reading 20/40, and you're a student entering 4-year college, I really would take science, basic science, very seriously. But it's going to be your understanding of science that decides the issue for you. Most people are casual. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want somebody intruding themselves into your life. And that kills all prevention. So don't ask an optometrist's help. He thinks it's a joke. The whole thing is a joke. Thank you.